They called it the house of God, a place of light, truth, and salvation. But behind closed doors, there were secrets. Secrets of power, secrets of fear, secrets that shaped the fate of millions. What if the church was not always what it seemed? In the medieval world, the church was not just a religious institution. It was power. Kings ruled nations, but the church ruled souls. And in a time where people feared hell more than death, that meant everything. The Pope could crown a king or destroy him with a single command. To disobey the church was not just rebellion, it was eternal damnation. If you questioned the church, you became an enemy. This was the age of the Inquisition. People accused of heresy were hunted, interrogated, tortured, forced to confess, even if they were innocent. Some were burned alive in public squares as crowds watched in silence, not because they were evil, but because they were afraid. What if forgiveness could be bought? In the medieval church, it could. They were called indulgences. Pay money and your sins could be reduced. Pay more and even your loved ones in purgatory could be freed. For many, this was hope, but for others, it was manipulation, a system where fear of the afterlife became a business. Not all who wore the robe lived holy lives. Some clergy became rich, while the poor remained desperate. Positions in the church were sometimes sold to the highest bidder. This was called simony, and in some cases, those meant to lead people to God were more interested in power, wealth, and control. There were those who spoke out, men and women who challenged corruption, who questioned the system, who demanded truth. But many of them were silenced, imprisoned, exiled, executed, because in that time, truth could be dangerous. But this is not the whole story. Even in darkness, there was light. There were saints, men and women who lived in true faith, who helped the poor, who stood for love, compassion, and truth. They were the reminder of what the church was meant to be. History is not just a story of good or evil. It is a story of both. The medieval church held great power, and with that power came both light and darkness. The question is, what can we learn from it today? If this story opened your eyes, subscribe to Saintly Chronicles, because history is full of secrets, and some of them still echo today.